Mbabazi, Mama Jackie, all protocol observed. I'm so overjoyed, I don't know how to start, but let me give the microphone to my mommy to say hello. Today is a wonderful day in my life. I turned 65 last month, and it coincided with my book coming out. I don't know where to start from, but my story is, you can imagine talking about yourself for 65 years. It's very difficult, but I'll summarize it. Our guest of honor is leaving soon. He favored me. He said he has to come and be with us. He has another function. He's sickly, but he said, Momo, I will come. Before I give my speech, he was my last boss. If you didn't know, I worked with a mama for 7 years. And some of the qualities, I picked them from him. Honorable, when you left office, the next boss fired me. You know why? I have said it. I am bold. I can tell you no, I can tell you yes. If it is yellow, it is yellow. If it is green, it is green. And people who work with me, some have difficulties, some have excitement. So let me begin my speech. Thank you, everybody. Today, I'm thanking you all. Why are you here? You are part of me. I couldn't have succeeded if you are not there. So I'm going to recognize you in your capacities. Please stand up and wave. All of you, my families, you have seen my mommy. She's 92 years. I hope I will live to her years. She has been living with me since 2001. She has been with me. My family, can you please stand? All of you, Jelina, all these are my relatives, my Muchotara relatives. I have Mama Jacqueline. She's my mentor. She knew me from campus. Then they are going to group you. My old girls. You can start wherever you are. I have my flower groups. All of you nature lovers. Mama Betty. Mama Betty is the daughter of Professor Kajubiri. She's the one who mentored me in flowers. You see the touch. My business associates, there is Tom, Peter Katusi, Chief. Jeff. Next, there is my husband's friends. Those who really kept the friendship are still keeping me as their friend. There's PT, there's Nauman, David. Okay. I have a big A, Arikigez High School. I have my Nadia group, my fellowship, not South Close. I host fellowship every Saturday. We pray together every Saturday. You know, you need to balance life. Who else? My brother, I didn't see him standing. I have two brothers. He's our last born. So, I have my maid of honor, Sarah Mjenga. He's also Veranyanji. I have Dr. Nabila. Dr. Nabila, I got to know her through flowers, and we now consult, we counsel one another. We worked together. Worked together for how many years? There is Kezia's teachers. I got to know him when my children were studying at Green Hill, and we kept the friendship. There are supposed to be some more, but they didn't make it. And I think there is one writer, Charles. I'm now in a writers club group, so see, I'm adding the friends. Leah, stand up. This book, which you are seeing, is because of her. We coined it together. Then, Mama Nina Alice. She will talk later. I got to know her when she gave me an assignment to work, to do her garden. We consolidated our friendship from that time. So let me begin my story. I hope I'll be brief, and I hope I will not be emotional. I'm called Amelia Momo Masiko. My other maiden name was Gulzari. It was the Indian name. He said it is connected with the rose flower. The reason surrounded by flowers. I think when the names and the words you give yourself determine who you become. So I think the naming has made me who I am. Then I added on Masiko, which is hope. I always have hope. I've gone through it all. Actually, if I didn't have hope, I don't think I would have survived all these years. My husband fell sick in 1987. That time he was in depression until he died. So you can imagine having a sick husband for 35 years. So it is by God's grace and hope that I made it. So, why identity crisis? Really, why? You ask yourself, why? Of all the titles, of all the stories, why do you talk about identity crisis? You have heard. My mother's father was a mercenary. He came to fight the Momo war in Kenya. He was from Afghanistan. He met my grandmother. My grandmother was from those side of Mirama Hills. You can imagine. Then my father, the father was an Indian from Gujarati. He came as a clerk for the British. Then he decided to marry a Mchope. Those of you who don't know the Bachope, they are a mixture of Manyoro and Ilangi. So you can imagine how much blood is in me. So you can imagine when I tell you identity crisis, what it means. I am not Muchiga, I am not Indian, I am not Ilangi, I don't have a tribe. But if I can say, me I am Muchiga, Whether you like it or not, I am a Muchiga. Eh? Recently, when I was going to get a passport renewed, I had never gone to passport office to renew. Ever since I used to have VIP, you just fill your forms and the passport is delivered. But these days that you have to be interviewed. You remember, I hope we even met there that time. The lady who was interviewing me asked me, what tribe are you? I said, I'm a Muchiga. Then he said, what tribe is your father? I told her, you read in the file. My father is Indian and Muchope. Then your mother, I said, my mother is Muchiga and Afghanistan. She said, then why aren't you Muchiga? Why aren't you Muchope? I said, but really, I am not Muchope. My father is the one who had the Muchope blood. Me, I am a Muchiga because I was born from Mukavali. And everybody knows me as a Muchiga brown woman. So I'm a Muchiga. I told her, if you want, you write Muchope, if you want. Then I became aggressive. For those of you who know me, I told her, Madam, do you know to live and you don't know what is your identity? Do you know how it hurts? So I told her, write whether Muchope or Muchiga, but I know I am Muchiga. Said, okay, madam, come after 2 weeks, they'll give you your passport. So, my Bachotara friends who are having problems, there is our cousin, he's a LC chairman for Kumbe Yasini ni wawapi? Muyenga. He went to court to contest for us Bachotaras who are denied IDs and passports, and we won. So my dear sisters, if you want a passport and you want an ID and it is denied, Yasin will fight for your rights. And the judge really said, they are Ugandans, you should not disturb them. So you can imagine when I tell you what it means to have an identity crisis. Then, not only that, I was a girl, Muslim girl. My mother was married at 15 years. She never went to school. My siblings, my cousins, they were being forced to marry at 15 years. After P7, they are taken to get married. And the old men, even men who had the other wives, you know, Basram, they marry up to 4 women. So what did I do? I became a tomboy. I grew up as a tomboy. Those of you who know me, I am a woman, but I behave like a man. I have to fight. I had to fight. My mother, when I finished P7, there is a doctor man who came and they wanted me to get married. They first asked my sister, Ida. Ida said, Mumveko. Then mommy said, Momo, you go. I told mommy, Mommy, we speak Kiswahili. Let me say it in Kiswahili, then somebody can interpret. Mami, nilikwambia siwezi kuolewa nikakuwa kama wewe mjikoni. What does it mean? I told her, Mommy, I will not get married to pass. So you have to speak for yourself. As long as you are not interfering with anybody's rights, you have to speak for yourself. And do good. The good will come back to you. For those of you who have worked with me, you enjoy my aggressiveness. Peter Katusi has suffered with me. Peter is my lawyer. So I also did some little law. So we are always reflecting when he's delaying and I'm doing the things and he's quarreling. He's telling me, Momo, what do you think you are going to achieve when you are doing all this? And sometimes I win. Not so, Peter? So, growing up was very difficult. When I went to school, there are some boys who used to bully me. They would call me Gulza Chotara. And then sometimes I would fight back, sometimes I would just give in. When I went to Gweranyanji, doctor said she didn't realize I was feeling identity crisis. But it is there. you are the only colored girl in other Banyankole and Bachiga. You can imagine, you are not of the same culture, you are not, you know. But how did I succeed? You have to learn survival skills. Number one, learn to have self-esteem. Love yourself. So I had to position myself. I would identify, you know, doctor, to be a doctor, he is high intelligent, the piece is the accountants. So I would identify the very intelligent girls strategically so that I become also intelligent like them. So I excelled. I went to Nabingo, then I went to Makerere. I'm doing a shortcut. When I was at Makerere in the third year, one thing I had forgotten, growing up, you know, Muslims, they bring mwalimu to teach you. I'm sorry, if you are a Muslim, don't get offended. Don't feel that this woman is crazy. No, they would teach us, beating us to learn the surah. And if they are beating you, you are not saying it correct. I told my father, I said, this man even doesn't know the Arabic. You ask him words, he doesn't know them. I said, I'm not studying Islam. And then my father said, you leave it. And he named me Musacha because I am an iron lady. So I dropped out of Islam. Now, when I reached Makerere, UPM came, and Honorable Mabas, you were what? Later you were what? They convinced us to join the Musei, our Musei Museveni. You know why I joined the UPM? One of the items was promoting women. And the Museveni has done it. Like it or not, women, we are empowered. We now own properties. We are in parliament. We are in big positions. Maybe we shall have a president one of these days. You never know. So at least, Honorable, if you reach Museveni, tell him he has done wonders in empowering women. We are empowered. Women, you are not clapping. I'm not politicizing. Me, I say a spade is a spade. We are empowered, and we achieved that. Me, I couldn't have joined the UPM if that clause was not there. And I was secretary for women, UPM, Makerere. Then I became secretary, external wing, Nairobi. So we kept working slowly. Then I came back, and the Right Honorable called me to join him. I was personally attached to him. He worked for 7 years. I never gave him problems. He was a good boss. By the way, women who have suffered from many bosses, I pity you. He's a gentleman. He respects women. And he's a good advisor. When he was leaving office, he called me in his office and he told me, Momo, be very careful. Know what you are speaking. The Honorable, after 4 months, I was kicked out. So I think it was a good turning point for me. Maybe I was not exhibiting my talents where I was. So when I left the government, I had a saving of 3 million shillings. By the way, I've never stolen any money, and I've never got free money from government. All these achievements here, Tom, no, I have worked for it. I have borrowed money. I have my financial here. Honorable Wizera, I got to know him through a friend, but he would trust me. He would give me shortfalls money, 100 million without any security. Who can get it? No one. I met him when we were doing a course in microfinance, 1997. He was still in Bank of Uganda. So when he left, he started his microfinance. So whenever I would be in a crisis, his credit officers would say, but you, how would you trust this woman? You give her 100 million, she has no security. Then Charles would say, okay, me, I'm guaranteeing her. And I never betrayed anybody. Tom didn't tell you, among the entities who were hired, who were engaged to implement the poverty alleviation, we were the only ones who kept running the business. We recovered 800 million shillings between 98 and 201, and I never took a single shilling. The only thing I got was a commission of 10%. And we test run it with Maria. Maria, can you stand, please? Maria was my colleague. We worked together. We were chased together. And Hope. By the way, my other colleagues, Agure, Stephen, Percy. These are my long-term friends. So, now in summary, the survival skills you've had, you have to be bold, you have to be loyal, you have to be honest. My book is based on 5 F's. Faith, family, finances, friends, and fitness. I'm going to be brief. Faith is on 2 perspectives. Whether you like it or not, you have to believe in an almighty creator. If you don't believe in an almighty, then you are dead. I don't think you are existing. Eh? You have to believe in the almighty creator. Reason being, you imagine the sun shines all over the world, but man has gone to the moon. The sun, their light cannot shine everywhere. Your bulbs cannot even shine the next door. So believe in the almighty creator on that perspective. Then number 2 of faith. Everything you do, you must have faith in it. If you don't have faith, you cannot accomplish anything. You must believe in what you do. Number 2 of faith is a family. Whether you like it or not, you must belong to a family. We don't choose who we are, but we are born who we are, and we must love ourselves as we are. So wachotara, nawapenda sana. Don't fear to be who you are. Family is family. And why did I choose to marry a Muchiga? Because I was running away from colored. Only that, and then I wanted an intelligent partner who can challenge me, and I also challenge him. Number 3 is finance. Whether you like it or not, you must have money. So if you can't make money, you are what? A pauper. You are poor. So you must find all means possible to make money. If you want to cook, you cook. If you want to talk like I talk, by the way, when I talk, I'm paid. Use whatever talent you have to make money. Because if you don't have money, nobody will allow you on their table. You must have something you are bringing on the table. If it is not there, you are nobody. And don't steal. Please, don't steal. When I say make money, don't steal. Work hard, make your money. By the way, every business is good, you can make money. It's how you do it. Number 4 is friends. You are here. Clap for yourselves. Thank you for loving me. I have friends from 71. I have friends from 90s. I have now friends of yesterday. And I'll continue loving you. Thank you for loving me. Number 5 is fitness. Whether you like it or not, you have to take care of your body. Fitness, well-being is 3 things. It's body, mind, and soul. So the body is what is your mechanism. You can't move without your body. So it's how you take care of your body. Then the mind, those are the messages you put in your brain. I am good, I am bad, I am what. If you say bad things to yourself, you become bad. If you say good things, then you become good. And the spirit, we don't know the spirit, but it is that thing that gives you purpose. Why are you here? It is that spirit that keeps. So in brief, that's why I've written this book. I want to inspire so many people. When I was laid off, Right Honorable called me, if you remember. He called me and said, Momo, that was an affair. They chased you. Let me talk to the president. They reinstate you. And I told you frankly, I said, I am done. I don't want to work for government anymore. And it's good I didn't come back because I would be a pauper. You know, if you love your country, you must sacrifice. When I joined the Honorable, I was working with Ethiopians and I was highly paid. I was a manager for their company. I was working with them in Nairobi, but I came here to represent them when I came back. Right Honorable called me and said, Momo, you are our activists, come and work with me. I left a well-paying job and went to work for government. Reason was, I love my country. I love Uganda, and you should love Uganda. I'm not politicizing, but if you don't love your country, nobody will love it for you. So you must do good things. Whether you are suffering, whether you are doing what, love your country, do good things. My mother is saying I'm talking a lot, you know, she's always I am about to conclude. I want to give testimonies. I'm a mentor, I'm a coach. And you know, when you are a coach, you say harsh things to people to make them get up. My grandnephews, I always tell them, I have a master's, I'm here doing, you know, when you find me in this garden, Mama Jackie knows, I am in touching grass and the soil and what, but I'm earning from it. And yet I have a master's in finance. I just hang it there in my wardrobe. I don't care about the master's. But now it is my passion. It's what I love. I do it with the love, and that is my purpose. I want to create a beautiful Uganda. Not only an area, Mr. Chairman, you know the campaign. I think when you enter here, you see, you can tell. Yeah, it is clean, 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 clean. You have to be part of the cleaning. So, I'm concluding. I want to give one more testimony. Andrew, stand up, please. This young man is called Andrew Ntombo. He came to work for me in 1998 as a cleaner. His mother had passed on. A brother brought him to me to help me in the office. He didn't know what to do. I guided him. He was cleaning. Then he was loyal. We would send him to the bank. He would take the money. He would go to see the clients. But you know what? Andrew Okibi, this is your neighbor in Buwati. He's a landlord. He's owning his own house and rentals. Never stole from me, but from his salary, and he would get loans, which I would guarantee, he built a house. So what am I saying? It does not mean you have to be famous, you have to be educated, you have to be rich to make it. It is the attitude. If you are focused, if you have mentors, if you don't have a mentor, I'm here. Come here tomorrow and I mentor you to become like me. I'm telling you, you need mentors. You cannot become who you are if you don't have a mentor. Me, I was following Oprah, but now I am the Oprah of Uganda. Why should we follow those people from Europe? We don't know their experiences. But me, I'm telling you the Muchiga Ugandan experience. Eh? And it has worked for me. So why can't it work for you? So in conclusion, I've finished. You know, you always tell me I talk a lot, so I've concluded. I'm going to give you, I read a lot. Those who follow me, sometimes I'm late even here at 2 p.m., but I know when to rest. There is a Nigerian called Kalu Ndukwe Kalu. It is the last page. He says, the things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone. But the things you do for others remain your legacy. So what I have done for you is my legacy. And this book is the legacy for the other people who are going to come. Your children, your great-grandchildren. So go tell people about this book. Tell them to come here. We transform their lives. Thank you so much.